Hello and Merry Christmas. Today's readings are wonderful. One of the best feast days that the church celebrates is the day that Christ is born for us. He's born into time. He's born into our hearts. I love the gospel acclamation from the readings for the Mass today that a great light has dawned upon us. A great light has dawned upon us. And we hear from the prophet Isaiah speaking, how beautiful are the feet that bring good news. In St. Paul's letter to the Hebrews, that in the past God spoke in partial ways, but now he speaks fully. And really the best ever, one of the most powerful parts of Scripture ever is the prologue of the Gospel of John. Where John, the eyewitness testimony, he says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." And he speaks about darkness, and he speaks about light, and then he says, "And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us." This reality changes everything. That Christ is not far from us. God is not far from us. He's not keeping us at a distance, but he's actually coming into our lives. He's coming into time. He's coming into every moment of history to redeem history. That the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. I love some of the translations that say that he pitched his tent among us, that he tabernacled among us, that he takes on everything that you and I ever face, anything that you and I ever deal with, and he redeems it, that there's nothing outside of his grace. One of the really beautiful things about the word of logos, which is the word, is that actually means, it does mean word, the word became flesh, but there's another meaning to logos, which means order. It means symmetry. It means harmony. It means going forward in an ordered manner. So which means that God comes to order our chaos. He comes into your family to order your chaos. He comes into our hearts to order our chaos. He is the divine order. He is reason. And life makes sense with Christ. So Christmas is not ultimately just about setting up a beautiful tree and opening presents. The presents are just symbols of the gift that Christ is to us. Christmas changes everything, where Jesus comes into our life to transform us. It's a beautiful day. It's a day so rich that it's not just celebrated for Christians, for Catholics, one day. It's celebrated for 8 days. We call it the octave. So for 8 days, in a very powerful and over-the-top and glorious manner, we're going to celebrate his birth. His birth of not just being born 2,000 years ago, but today. So indeed, a great light has dawned upon us, and he is for you and he is with you. Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful week.